Start recording. Start recording. Oh. Okay. All right. Thank you. Great. All right. Thank you. Thanks so much. Sorry about everything. All right. All right. I guess I'm live. He just got us going.
I'll listen in and text you.
Can you listen in right now to see if we just hear the song?
Great job. You really worked through all that very well. Are you on 2 or 1? One. Why is it not showing up?
Did you listen to it before? Oh shoot.
Fine, thank you. Okay. You're live and your audio sounds good, but you're unmuted.
I'm unmuted?
Yeah, you're unmuted right now, so I can.
No. I'm muted.
No. That's the stream is unmuted, but you are on. I can hear you right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but your audio sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Also, it's named for the Women's Lacrosse game, so just change the name. Yeah. Or put in a comment saying it's softball. But like you sound good. Yeah.
Okay, so I just put it in the chat.
Yeah, just put in the chat. All right. Good luck. Have a great call.
Thank you. How do I mute? I need to.
Yeah. There you go.
How do I mute?
I would say
Tap that. I'm not muted apparently.
yeah, you're just gonna have to make this. Hold on. Go back. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You hear me? You FaceTime Ryan? You want to FaceTime?
Hi.
You can hear everything that's going on. So two boards. Right? So anytime you're talking, they're gonna go back to OBS. Steve, you got to mute. So hold the volume all the way down. Hear everything we're saying.
This one?
Yep. And then hit the mute button on the end of the mute.
test, 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 test.
Today's game between the Princeton Tigers and your number 3 Maryland Terrapins. That means the game starting lineup.
It's a beautiful sunny afternoon here in College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins softball team, where they get set to host the Providence Friars. The Terps wearing all black against the Friars in all white, as we're set for first pitch. It's Aubrey Wurst on the mound for Maryland, and she pitches first one a ball to number 1, Eliza Smith. The 1-0 pitch by Wurst, and she drops it in for a strike, the first strike of the game. A 1-1 count. I'm Justin Haberman. Alongside me is Drew Ziegler. Wurst deals, and it's called a strike. Swung on and missed by Eliza Smith. She went for the check swing, but they called her to go all the way.
Yeah, a little bit of a slap approach there by Eliza Smith, but she missed on that swing, and now she protected 2 strikes.
Wurst ahead of the count. The 1-2 pitch, and it's outside and away. Wurst drops it in for strike 3. The first strike out of the game for Aubrey Wurst as she faces her first batter, Elisa Smith, which will bring up number 44 of Providence, Gabriella Lee, the senior outfielder out of Belmont, California. Wurst deals to Lee. That one is bunted, and the play is made. Maddie Benson throws out at first base. So 2 batters faced for Wurst and 2 outs already. That'll bring up number 20, Cameron Dunn of the Friars.
Yeah, Wurst has struggled so far this year, boasting about a 7.6 ERA and 2.4 WHIP, but she's gotten the first 2 batters out so far.
Wurst faces her third batter and drops in a strike, gets ahead of the count early. The 0-1 pitch to Lee from Wurst. That one is chopped softly to second base, and the play is made. Mariah Penta caught it at first base, and that sends us to the bottom of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down for Aubrey Wurst, and we'll get our first look at the Terps batters. Batting first for the Terps is number 5, Caitlin Cornwell, the center fielder out of Pasadena, Maryland, the Maryland native, the junior outfielder. On the mound for the Friars is number 12, Addison Fry, out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Fry deals the first pitch of the game, almost bunted on, but Cornwell went, so that'll go down as a strike. Cornwell with a very relaxed stance. Once again, the Terps in all black. The Friars white on top, black in the bottom. The 0-1 pitch is called for a strike, so Cornwell's down in the count 0-2 early. She takes a timeout, adjusts her gloves, pats the dirt, steps back into the box, and is ready for the 0-2 pitch. Fry deals, and inside. First ball for Fry. The count is 1-2 for Cornwell.
Both pitchers have come out throwing strikes. That's always a good recipe for the defense and holding both teams to a low score.
The 1-2 swung on and fouled back.
Way to protect the plate on an outside pitch there for Caitlin Cornwell.
Fifth pitch of the at-bat. Coming up. Fry. Her pitch is high and tipped back into the netting off the catcher's mitt.
Fry for the Friars this season boasts a 6.86 ERA and a 1.78 WHIP.
The count is 2-2. Cornwell worked back into it after going down 0-2. Fry deals. Almost went, but that was ruled a ball. So a full count now. She's come all the way back from going down 0-2. Couple foul balls, and this is, no matter what, a good at-bat for Cornwell going deep into Fry's arm. Here's the payoff. Fry swung on down the third base line, and it's ruled fair. Cornwell will round first, and she will stay there. A base hit, no, an error, and she'll make her way all the way to second. And that'll go down as a double for Caitlin Cornwell. After going down 0-2 in the count, works back 3-2 in the payoff pitch, and she winds up on second base.
The shortstop, number 26.
They can't ask for a much better start to the game for the Terps on that one. A deep count and flies one over the third base bag and gets to second base on the error. And already a pitcher's meeting for the Friars.
Providence is currently challenging the ruling on the field.
From our angle, it looks like it went over the bag for sure, and it's definitely fair. But the umpires take a look at it.
If it stands, it'll be an error for Cameron Dunn, too. She had Cornwell held up at first base, but the ball just missed her glove. And if this stands, Cornwell will have a double. In the meantime, Drew, Providence coming in at 4-8, and the Terps coming in at 6-9. So these teams pretty close in the standings. The Terps started with the season with a mix of some solid wins and also a handful of games where they simply didn't get the result they wanted. They played in events like the Mizuno Classic early on and came out about 5-6 overall at that point in late February, but let a few games get away from them and wound up with a 6-9 record here as it stands on February 28th. The umpire's still taking a second look at this.
Now, Sammy Woods, who is coming up to bat, assuming it remains a fair ball, has over a 400 average and an 871 OPS. So she's going to get on base a lot, and a lot of hits, getting hits
After
4 out of
review,
10
the final
times.
field is confirmed. Fair ball. Providence
As
has one
expected.
challenge remaining.
It will remain fair and questionable to use a challenge that early in the game with only 2 for the whole game, especially on a ball that looked fair.
So Cornwell will stay on first base, and Woods will be brought up, the senior infielder, whose experience and contributes both on the bases and with timely hits. Interesting move here. The righty goes with no gloves. The pitch from Fry almost swung on, but good eye by Woods. That one was too high and will be ruled a ball, the 1-0 count. That one low and away, low and inside, excuse me. It'll be dropped in for a ball. The count moves to 2-0.
And the Friars not looking to let this game get away from them with already 2 pitchers in the bullpen.
Fry deals down 2-0. That one is popped up down the third base line, and it is out. Ball into the mitt of Elisa Smith, who struck out on her first at bat. But the left fielder made the play.
And
It's a
McGowan.
big out for Fry there to get the first out after a first leadoff hitter on second base. A little bit low questionable swing there for Floyd's ahead in the count, but nonetheless, she'll be the first out of the inning. Yeah.
That'll bring up number 20, Anna McGowan, the sophomore infielder from Waxhaw, North Carolina. First pitch was ruled a ball. The count is 1-0. Fry deals to the right-hander. Check swing, and she went. So it'll be ruled a strike.
And this is the Terps' big hitter, over 1,000 OPS so far on the season. McGowan is a bruiser from the box and the great hitter nonetheless.
The 1-1 pitch from Fry, and is a ball. Looked inside from this angle, so McGowan will get ahead of the count, 2-1.
One of 2 players on the Terps to hit home runs this season, and she's got 3 of them.
The 2-1 pitch. That one is hit deep to right field, and she dropped the ball. The play was not made in right field, and Cornwell moved to third base. Woods, excuse me, that would be McGowan, ruled a single and an error by the right fielder of the Friars.
First baseman, number 8, Maria.
So the Friars already have 2 errors in this first inning, showing their 4-8 record. And it's been difficult so far this season, and the Terps will look to add to the score here. In a great spot, first and third and out.
The right-hander, Anna McGowan, looked like she was going to go Oppo Taco there, and it looks like it was going to be an out, but the right fielder dropped the ball, and she wound up on first base, like you said, Drew. Great position for the Terps to be in right now. Mariah Penta out of Chesapeake City, Maryland, is up to bat. Runners on first and third. Fry deals. The first pitch is ruled a strike. That looked inside here, but the umpire has it as a strike. So 0-1 is the count. 3 straight righties that Fry has faced. That one was high, so it'll be ruled a ball. McGowan looked like she was going to second base while Cornwell is hungry to come home. Let's see if Penta can do it. Any ball in play will hypothetically get her home, and that one was ruled a foul ball. Rolled softly in front of Penta, but not far enough for it to be fair.
Yeah, this would be a huge strikeout opportunity for Fry. She's got 2 already on Penta, and a strikeout would make it 2 outs, and then any out would get out of the inning. but still a big spot here for the Terps to put something on the board.
A sac fly gets Cornwell home. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a ground ball through the gap. Cornwell comes home. McGowan moves to second, and that'll be a base hit to left field for Mariah Penta. The Terps offense just tearing apart Fry right now. That'll bring up number 6, Zeta Rock, the Maryland native, first-year catcher, who's already drawing attention and adds depth on both offensively and defensively. So runners on first and second. Cornwell comes home. The Terps go up 1-0, and Fry can get into trouble very quickly here if this progresses. The pitch. Roll the ball. That one was low. Another righty here for the Terps.
Yeah, just to go back to that last at bat by Penta, just a great piece of hitting, getting short with 2 strikes, finding the hole, and driving in a run.
The pitch is inside, so 2 balls, no strikes. And an umpire timeout here. He takes off his helmet. Rock gives the thumbs up, steps back into the box. If Rock can somehow get on base here, then Bailey Murphy will be brought up, the junior outfielder. However, she's a lefty. The first one that Fry will see in a while. That one is foul tip back into the netting. And will be ruled a strike. The count is 2-1.
Yeah, Rock did a good swing on that one, just under it, fouls it back. And on a 2-0 pitch, you're looking for a fastball there, and she got one, but she just missed it.
Yeah. Rock looking to put the ball in play, ideally on the right side, while Fry is looking to force a strikeout or a double play. The pitch swung on to deep center field, back at the track, and it is gone! Zeta Rock drills one to center field. A 3-run shot, and the Terps go up 4-0 here in the first inning.
And Rock now ties the team lead in home runs with McGowan as she pummels one over the center field wall. Now Terps up early, 4-0, and they'll look to increase the lead in this early first inning.
A timeout on the field here after Rock rocketed one to center fields. And Fry will stay in the game.
The right fielder, number 3, Bailey Murphy.
Number 3, Bailey Murphy, the junior outfielder from Chesapeake, Virginia, is up to bat. The first left fielder that Rock has seen in a while. First pitch is low and away. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled back into the dugout of Maryland's.
Just a little bit behind that one there, but still a good piece of contact on it. Just shorten up, get a little bit earlier, and drive one over to the right side.
Fry will deal. Almost swung on, but good eye by Murphy. That one was inside for the second ball.
Terps have displayed a great eye so far in this game, not swinging any pitches out of the strike zone and forcing Fry to give good pitches to hit.
2-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one will be ruled a foul ball. Down the third base line, but just out of play, so the count moves to 2-2. Just 1 out for Providence, but that mistake or error, excuse me, in right field would really give some breathing room for Providence, but they're just really in a deep hole now, down 4-0 in the first inning. Fry deals the 2-2 pitch, swung on and chopped softly in the infield, and she can't make the play. So that'll be ruled a base hit for Bailey Murphy. It was played into the infielder, and Sophia Pedersen couldn't make the play at first base.
Batting next, the second baseman, number
Yeah, although that one will
27,
be ruled as well. Again,
Logan
just another defensive
Ziegler.
mishap for the Pirates here. Not doing their pitching well.
Gotta bring up Logan Turner, the junior infielder, all the way from Lee Summit, Missouri, wearing number 27, the right-hander. Fry doesn't do well against right-handers, as we saw.
I don't have one in my car. No.
Fry. Her pitches inside. It counts 2-0. The 2-0 pitch outside. So 3-0. Turner almost working a walk here, as she's ahead of the count by 3 pitches, and we'll have a meeting at the mound.
Yeah, good meeting here. Down 3-0 in the count and just really struggling with their defense and their pitching. Still in the first inning here, Fry trying to get out of this. Still only 1 out. Terps just keep adding on.
We'll be right back here in WMUC Sports, though. Don't go away. We'll be back for more first inning action here at the softball stadium on WMUC Sports. We're back here on WMUC Sports. The 3-1 pitch. Fry deals. Swing and a miss by Logan Turner. So Fry works back into it. A full count here. The payoff. Tip back. So it'll be a foul ball.
Fry approaching 30 pitches here in this first inning. Now a 3-2 count. This will be a huge out for her to get.
Potentially a double play if it's on the ground. The payoff is hit down the third base line. The play is made at second base. She couldn't make the double play, though, so Murphy will be ruled out, but that'll be ruled as a single for Logan Turner.
Got the lead runner out on the fielder's choice there. And a big out for
Next
Fry.
up, the third baseman, number 22,
2 outs.
Maddie Benson.
And have to get the third and final out here in the first inning of that inning.
2 outs here in this first inning, but Fry will face the 8th batter for the Terps, Maddie Benson out of Louisville, Ohio. The sophomore third baseman. The pitch is dropped in for a strike. Turner on first base. 0 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fry will deal to Benson. The pitch is outside and will be ruled a ball. Fry deals. That one is also outside and away. So Benson works back into the count. Gets ahead after going down 0-1. The 2-1 pitch from Fry. Swung on down the third base line, and it is ruled a foul ball.
Benson just hitting over 200 this season, but also has over a 400 on base percentage with her 7 walks on the season. So, despite not having a high average, she finds a way to get on base for the team often.
This is a big pitch here. Either you face a full count or you strike out a batter and escape this inning. And that one we rule the ball. So another full count here for Fry. And Drew, no matter what happens here, even if you get out, you're going deep into Fry's arm and really wearing it down. Like you said, approaching 30 pitches a while ago, probably in the 40s now, or approaching it. The payoff here from Fry. Swung on, popped all the way up to left field, and the play is made by Elisa Smith. So Providence gives up 4 runs, a long first inning here at the softball stadium. But we'll be right back for some more action as Worst takes the field when we go to the top of the second on WMUC Sports, your Terps, your station. Up to bat for the Friars is number 5, the senior infielder, Sophia Peterson, out of Bordentown, New Jersey. Providence down 4-0. Worst deals. And the first pitch is ruled a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Drops it in for a strike. Worst deals. Swing and a miss.
Nice change up there by Worst, catches the batter off, and still pounding the zone going into the second inning, just how she was in the first.
Worst ahead of the count. The 1-2 pitch to Peterson. That one was high and tipped into the mitt of the catcher.
I think the umpire missed something there. Definitely hit at least the bat or a hand. Definitely some kind of deflection. Now the umpires will discuss what happened.
The catcher, Zeta Rock, who had that 3-run shot in the bottom of the first inning to give the Terps the 4-0 lead.
Peterson, one of the best hitters for the Friars, has over an 1,100 OPS on the season, 10 hits and 25 at bats. It's really a great contact hitter. Also, the 2 homers, just a great all-around hitter for the Friars here.
Rolling on the field is a hit by pitch on the hand, batter on the first base.
So it'll be ruled a walk by Worst. She hit Peterson in the hand, and after going up in the count 1-2, an error by Worst sends Peterson to first base. The first base runner for the Friars. So that'll bring up number 15, Brianna De La Fuente, who's the junior infielder, also from New Jersey.
Rolling on the field of hit by pitch is being challenged by Maryland. This play is now under review.
Long stoppage here.
So-
Back and forth by the umpires.
So the head coach of Maryland, Lauren Horn, who's in her third year, posted already a 42-61 overall record, will challenge the ruling on the field that worst hit Peterson in the hand with the pitch. We'll be right back here with the decision on WNUC Sports, your Turks, your station. So after review the Cole stands, Peterson was hit by the pitch. The Terps have one challenge remaining, but Peterson will move to first base.
Yeah, both teams losing a challenge really in this game. Questionable calls, stands, so there was no conclusive evidence to confirm the call, and it remains a hit by pitch.
So worst will face De La Font. First pitch is ruled a strike down the middle. That one is hit down the first base line and will be into the bleachers. 100% a foul ball there. So Worst gets ahead of the count. The 0-2 pitch to De La Fuente. That one is high, and Peterson will steal second. It went over everyone and hit the netting. So a couple errors here by Albie Worst, although she's ahead of the count, but had an opportunity to strike out De La Fuente. And Peterson ends up at second base. The 1-2 pitch is through the ball. Good eye by De La Fuente to not swing at that one. Works back into it. 2-2. No outs here in the top of the second. The 2-2 pitch by Worst is high. So from 0-2 to a full count. Peterson on second.
Yeah, Worst tried to go with the off-speed pitch there, couldn't get control of it, and leaves it high. Now we'll look to the 3-2 pitch.
Here's the payoff by Worst. She deals. And De La Fuente impressively works a walk after going down 0-2 in the count. Runners on first and second for the Terps, and that'll bring up number 18, Haley France.
Yeah, big at bat there by De La Fuente, and now 2 base runners, no outs. Providence will look to cut into the Terps lead up 4 in this early top of the second inning.
France, the freshman infielder, already getting some action out of Daneville, California. First pitch with the ball.
All of a sudden, on these last few pitches, Worst cannot find the zone.
Worst deals. And another ball. Peterson looking to steal third.
See the sun playing a factor here for the outfielders, shading their eyes with their gloves, and we'll see pitchers meeting at the mound here, with Worst all of a sudden losing the zone in these last 2 batters.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. WMUC Sports. The 2-0 pitch by Worst. And it'll be a ball. A little inconsistency here by Worst. He went ahead of the count against De La Fuente 0-2 and then worked a walk, and now she's had, that'll be a strike, but before that it was 6 straight balls. The 3-1 pitch. Can she force a full count? Worst deals. And she works a walk and loads the bases.
Yeah, Worst close on that one there, but umpire doesn't give it a call. A little bit inside now. Terps in trouble. Bases loaded, 0 outs. And Providence can tie it up with 1 swing right here.
Here's Addison Fry, who blew up in the first inning as the pitcher. Let's see if she can earn those runs herself back with 1 swing here. Bases loaded. Drops it in for a strike. No outs, too, so bases could be loaded for a while unless they have a double play or even a triple play. That would be insane. Swung on to deep center field, and it's a grand slam! Addison Fry gives up 4 runs in the first inning and earns them all back with 1 swing.
Yeah, no better player to get the Friars back on the board, tying up the game, and then let them switch flips. A Spry and the Friars now tied at 4, and still more to go. 0 outs, bases back open, but Friars will look to continue that on.
Wow, I'm at a loss for words. She drilled that one to center field.
Shortstop number 13,
Like we said before, she could tie it up with 1 swing, and she did that. You don't see that too often. So we're tied at 4. It looked like the momentum was completely in the way of the Terps. Worst went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. They scored 4 runs in the second, and she was ahead of a count 0-2 against De La Fuente and just completely blew up. And load the bases and gave up a grand slam. And now the Friars have the ability to just wear down Worcester's arm here, and we got a game. That one chopped softly to left field, and the play is made for the first out. That was number 13, the freshman Dominique Galladaro out of Lexington, South Carolina, that flew out. The play was made by number 21, Lauren Kay of the Terps.
To see if Aaron Jonte can redeem herself here. Had that error in the right field in the first inning. Now up to bat, looking very hit. So.
Wigan's first pitch is a ball. So is her second. Assuming that first one was initially ruled a ball, but changed to a strike. So the count is 1-1. She faces Gabriella Lee.
Yeah, worst in her outing, struggled what she has all season, giving the free passes. In that second inning, there were 4 free passes handed out by Worst. Now Weigland will look to change that narrative, but already down in the count 3-1.
Lee is the lefty. We have the righty on lefty matchup. Lee wears no gloves. She bunted to first base in the first inning. And Wiegand works a full count in the first at bat.
Lee believed that one was outside. It was too close to take, though, and she'll head back into the box.
Here's the payoff. Wiegand deals. And that one is ruled a foul ball. Late swing there by Lee, and it's down the third base line. So we'll do it again.
Yeah, Lee, good protective swing there on the outside pitch. She saw the call last pitch from the umpire and swings this time on the outside one.
The 3-2 pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wiegand deals. That one is hit in the same spot down the third base line, but ruled foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on to the infielder, past the third baseman, but it's Sammy Woods who made the play.
Lee showcasing her speed, beating out the routine ground ball to the shortstop.
How about the second
And now
baseman, number
first and
20,
second, and the
Cameron
Friars
Dunn.
threatening again with 2 outs.
That one got past Maddie Benson, but Woods was there for the backup. She made the play over to Penta to runners on first and second. And first pitch to Cameron Dunn, who grounded to short before, is ruled a strike. The 0-1 count, 0 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. That one is ruled low, a ball. Dunn is a slugger with power upside. She led the team in homers, slugging percentage, and RBIs in 2025 last year, and she also garnered conference weekly honors. That pitch is high for Dunn.
Yeah, Dunn, a very dangerous hitter, but nowhere to put her here. 2-1. She's got 6 homers on the year already, a 1,700 OPS.
Wiegand's pitches inside, 3-1 count. Can Wiegand work back into a full count? We will see here.
Doesn't get any easier, though, with Peterson up next.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And she works a walk and loads the bases for the second time in the same inning. This will bring up Sophia Pedersen, who already pitched this inning. Who already hit this inning, excuse me.
Peterson.
Wiegand's got a bear down here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Game still tied. Huge at bat here.
First pitch to Peterson is a ball. Second pitch is hit right to Mariah Penta, steps on the bag, ends the inning, and we go to the bottom of the second. So the Friars score 4 runs off of 1 swing by Addison Fry, who gave up the 4 runs in the first inning. Cheering them all back. We're tied here at 4 apiece. We'll be right back on WMEC Sports
Top of the second
at the
inning,
bottom of
Friars
the
scored
second.
4
Up to bat is the number 9 hitter, number 21, the redshirt senior outfielder Lauren Kai out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Fry remains on the mound after giving up 4 runs, although she earned all them back with that grand slam in the second inning. Her first pitch is a ball to Kai.
Yeah, she'll look to take that momentum from her swing onto the mound here and try to give up a scoreless inning here for her Friars.
Second pitch is high and rule the ball. The pitch fouled all the way back into the bleachers.
A good pitch state there, just missed it. Was expecting fastball 2-0, got it just a little late.
The 2-1 pitch. Foul tipped back into the netting. So Fry works back into a 2-2 count to going down 2-0.
Better timing on that swing, just got a little bit under it here. She'll look to square one up here, but now 2 strikes on her and we'll have to protect.
The 2-2 pitch to Kai. And rule the ball. The count moves to 3-2, a full count here. The first batter of the inning to face for Fry. Righty on righty matchup. The payoff pitch. That one is drilled to center field and hits the warning track at the wall and will be ruled a double for Kai, Lauren Kai, to right center field. A line drive hit into a double. I'll bring up number
1.
Batting next, the center fielder, number 5, Caitlin Cornwell.
Bring up number 5, Caitlin Cornwell, who had a double in the first inning.
Yep. The 9 hitter there putting up a double, then flipping over the lineup to the top of the order. Can't ask for much more than that. And now Cornwell will look to convert.
Looks to bunt. Cornwell makes the play. Impressive bunt by Cornwell. Had the righty on lefty matchup. Cornwell bunted, got safely to first base, moved Kai to third base, and the infielder turned around and everyone was safe. Had nowhere to go with it. I'll bring up number 26, Sammy Woods.
Yeah, the bunt there perfectly placed down the third base line, draws the third baseman in, and just beats out what would have been a throw, but there was no throw. She was too fast.
Runners on first and third. Kai in scoring position. Cornwell looking to steal second, and she does. So runners in scoring position. Woods has facing a 1-0 count. Adam McGowan on deck. Fry deals to Woods. That one is swung and fouled all the way back. Almost over the fence.
On that prior pitch, Cornwell trying to draw the throw on the steal. Friars don't bite, and now second and third for the Terps, threatening with no outs.
The 1-1 pitch to Woods. Fry will deal. That one is bunted and will be ruled a fair ball. So that'll load the bases. I don't think it even got out of the batter box, but
It's still on the line there.
the umpire ruled it a fair ball. Woods got to third base, and now
batting
you have Anna McGowan
number 20,
with the bases loaded.
McGowan.
Anna McGowan, the sophomore who reached on base from an error in right field, has the bases loaded. No outs, bottom of the second, no balls, no strikes. First pitch is rule the ball. to McGowan.
The bounces for the Terps just going their way so far in this game. A few bunts already, all getting on base. Now bases loaded.
Fry will deal. The 1-0 pitch almost swung on. Good eye by McGowan to not swing.
Good
Big
mound
rules.
visit here by Lulu, the catcher. 2-0 behind in the count. No outs. Nowhere to put McGowan for the Terps. Really got to get a strike here. Get back, fight back in the count.
It's control. My body was strong. Take it from the fast. Just take the steering. Don't get in the hand. Just take the to it. Got here on my head. Leave the defense. Get spine.
Drew, I would say the two things killing the Terps right now are limiting big innings and bullpen management, and that's been the story all season. Against big offensive teams like Virginia earlier this season, the Terps struggled to limit swings in a single frame, and like we saw there, bullpen depth, they've already had to make a pitching change. The 2-0 pitch is fouled all the way back and out of the stadium.
McGowan finding her timing there on that swing. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. We'll look to put good contact here on this next pitch.
Bases loaded. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Fry deals. Pitches outside.
Got to throw another strike here. Can't walk the batter. And McGowan's going to get a great chance here.
The 3-1 pitch. Fry deals. Swing and a miss. Big strike for Fry. She needed that one. Anna McGowan will now face a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch by Fry. Checks her wrists. Loads up. Deals. Swung on. High fly ball to center field at the track, and it is gone. A grand slam in back-to-back innings here at the softball stadium, and the Terps take an 8-4 lead off of the bat of Anna McGowan. A high fly ball to left center field and over the track.
McGowan now takes the home run lead back for her team with 4 now on the season and 2 grand
Now
slams.
batting the first baseman,
Just a
number 8,
huge offensive
Mariah
still only in the
Pinta.
second inning.
That's got to be breaking some record. 2 grand slams in, I guess, the same inning. A very high scoring game here so far, but not many hits, just so many base runners, and it's all due to very, very poor pitching and a lot of balls. Like we saw right there, first pitch to Penta was a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That one's ruled a strike.
Yeah, pitches for both teams getting behind in the count, and the hitters know they're going to get a good opportunity and a great pitch to hit, and they've been capitalizing so far.
And another thing is, there were no outs so far this inning. Fry will deal. That one is swung and fouled back into the fence. Fry will deal.
Fry finally finds herself ahead in the count, and now can play around a little bit, but I wouldn't. Just keep attacking the batter. You're ahead in the count. Continue to throw strikes and get improved.
The 1-0 pitch. An error at third base, and runner is ruled safe. Mariah Penta with a base hit, a line drive to the infielder, but she ran out
Now batting the catcher, number 6,
the arm of the third baseman, which will bring up Ziegler Rock.
Yeah, the defense not helping out Fry either, you could say. 3 errors already in this game, still in the second inning.
Yeah. First pitch to Rock was rule the ball.
Fry now over the 60 pitches mark in the second inning. Obviously not a recipe for success. But we saw what their offense can do in this last half inning, and still this game is not away from them.
The 2-0 pitch. That one's rule the ball. However, the Terps offense said to Providence, whatever you could do offensively, we could do better. They've doubled their runs. They matched their grand slam. 4 runs in both innings so far. And they're on to an 8-4 lead. The pitch is ruled a strike. Zeta Rock threw her bat back. She thought it was a ball and looks like it was going to be runners on first and second. However, umpire said not so fast. That one was a strike. So Fry will deal the 3-1 pitch. Here it is. That one is fouled back, and it'll be a full count. So Rock thought she had a walk, and now a potential strikeout here. Maybe the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Rock put a good cut on that one already as a homer off of Fry, and she's looking to add on to another.
The payoff pitch. And that one's in the dirt. So Rock finally gets her walk. That'll bring up number 3, Bailey Murphy, who had a single in the first inning, and runners on first and second. It's Penta and Rock, second and first, respectively. Bailey in the batter's box, and they have a meeting at the mound. A timeout.
Yeah, questionable decision there going with an off-speed pitch on the 3-2 count. Got to get it out there, but they were fearing Rock's power ability, which she showed in that first inning.
So a pitching change
Now
for
pitching for the
the Flyers.
Providence Flyers, wearing jersey number 23, Alana Hopkins.
So after 60 plus pitches and 1+ inning, Fry will be subbed out for the senior pitcher Alana Hopkins, wearing number 23 out of Silva, North Carolina. They sub in a righty for a righty. And
Now to the plate, the right fielder, number 3, Bailey Murphy.
Hopkins first. Batter she'll face will be a righty on lefty matchup. The first pitch for Hopkins. Murphy goes to bunt, and she's ruled out at first base. However, Rock and Penta move to second and third, respectively.
The second baseman.
So runners in scoring position.
Logan Turner.
Logan Turner, the junior infielder, with a single on a fielder's choice in the first inning, is brought up at the plate. She can load the bases. It'll be Maddie Benson, the righty on righty matchup. Turner hits one to left field, and the play is made by Smith. She holds Penta up at third base, doesn't let her come home, and that'll be the second out
Now
of the
batting
inning.
the third baseman, number 22,
Showcasing the
Maddie
run there.
Benson.
Throw after the catch on the fly ball and not allowing the sacrifice fly. Now 2 outs for the Friars.
Maddie Benson, the righty on lefty matchup. with Hopkins. Hopkins deals. First pitch is up and away. Drops it in for a ball. But already, Hopkins comes in, faces two batters, and earns 2 outs. But we saw that in the first inning with Worst. She went 3 up, 3 down, and then blew up in the second. The 1-0 pitch is ruled a strike. That looked inside from this angle, but the umpire saw differently.
Good off-speed pitch there, nonetheless, by Hopkins. Gets the call. Now 1-1 count. Big pitch here to get behind or ahead in the count.
Runners in scoring position. That one is hit high to right field, and the play is made to end the inning. So Hopkins subs in for Fry. Goes 3 up, 3 down. However, the Terps earned 4 runs off of a grand slam, and we go to the top of the third inning here in College Park, Maryland. On WMEC Sports, your Terps, your station.
You're back now at Maryland Softball Stadium, top of the third inning. Terps up 8-4. Regan back on the mound for the Terps and delivers the first pitch in for a strike. De La Fuente up to bat for the Friars. Takes ball outside, now 1-1 count. Both teams going back and forth here, still early in this game in the third inning. And off the end of the bat there, grounder, second base, and an error for the Terps, their first of the game. Adds the error total of this game so far, a few by each team. Now the Friars start off with a player on
third
first
base,
base
number
and no
18,
outs.
Haley France.
Now to be Haley France for the Friars, number 18.
So Haley.
And Wheelan delivers. France takes the first one down the middle for a strike. Wheelan grabs up some dirt, rubs it off on her pants for some grip. And France takes the next one low for a ball. Another 1-1 count. Wheelan loads up for her next 1-1 pitch. France swings, fouls it back into the netting. Good cut on that one. Just a little bit under it. And now behind the count, though, 1-2. Wheelan delivers, and a liner over the shortstop's head in the center field. Base runners will move up one base. And now the Friars back threatening first and second, no
Batting
outs.
the pitcher, number 23, Alana Hopkins.
Now Alana Hopkins will look to help herself out on the mound. First, a great opportunity here for the Friars to cut into the Terps lead. And a bunt fouled off to the right side. Looking to move the runners over. Couldn't do so on the first one. Weigland now ahead in the count again, 0-1. Hopkins gets the sign from her third base coach and steps back into the box. Swings this time, fouls it back into the netting. Weigland ahead 0-2 now. It'll be a big out for her and the Terps. And the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off to the left side. Good battle here by Hopkins. Hopkins now steps back into the box, down 0-2 in the count. Swings and misses, strike three. First out of the inning for the Terps.
It's a huge out for Wiegand. There's runners on first and second. Potentially could have had the bases loaded. And with the way this game's been going, probably would have been another grand slam. But Wiegand escapes disaster momentarily.
How Wiegand delivers. It's Gallardo up to bat, number 13 for the Friars. Weigland, unlike the other two pitchers, getting ahead in counts here. 0-1 now, the pitch. Nice off-speed pitch there by Weigland. Drifts it into the strike zone, now ahead again, 0-2 on a Friars batter. Takes a deep breath, steps back into the box. And Weigland delivers. Fouled off to the left side, out of play. Gallardo fighting. Go, Nicky! Weigland now looking for the second out of the inning after getting prior batter out. Gets the sign and delivers the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Another great off-speed pitch there by Weigland. Low and away. Gallardo bites. And 2 outs in a row for Weigland.
Batting the right fielder, number 32, Emily Jote.
Now Jonte up to bat for the Friars. Lines one over the third baseman's head for a base hit. Runners will move up one base as it's gotten quickly by the Terps. Now bases loaded, 2 outs. Do we know what's coming here?
Now batting the left
Especially
fielder,
with
number 1,
Elisa Smith. I mean, like we said before, 67 hits last year, batted almost 400. A power hitter, not the person that you want at the plate with the bases loaded.
Yep, one of the best hitters for Providence here. Hasn't done much here in this game yet, but she's looking for her moment here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Down 4, could tie it up again with 1 swing. Let's go, E! Smith steps into the left-handed batter's box. Takes the first pitch up on the outside corner for a strike. Smith being patient here. Just looking to get the ball in play, make something happen. Weigand now gets the sign and delivers the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Great placement there by Weigand. Up and away. Smith bites and now down again, 0-2 in a count. have to protect here, but she's so good at that with her protective swing. And the pitch. Slapped away over the left field line, foul. And a great protective swing right there by Smith. Still down 0-2 in the count. Wiegand will look for this final out here. Smith takes low and away, 1-2 count now.
Good eye by
Fighting back.
Smith to stay in this count. He's fighting off these pitches.
Smith steps back in, waits for the pitch. And takes low and away. Good recovery, though, by the catcher to not allow the base runner to steal home. Now evens up the count at 2s. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Friars. Wiegand now delivers. Fouled away again to the left side. Good catch made in the dugout there by a Terp. Smith showcasing her ability here. Long at bat here. Steve wins the battle. Still the 2-2. Taken up and away. Good eye by Smith there. Just a great at bat here. Very quality at bat. But she'll look to capitalize here on the 3-2. Wiegand's payoff pitch. Slap to the left side, over to the third baseman, makes the play for the third and final out of the inning. Huge for the Terps, get out of that one unscathed. And now they'll head to the top of the fourth. Excuse me, the bottom of the third to tack on for the Terps offense.
Now Lauren Kyle will be up to bat for the bottom of the third inning. She'll face Alana Hopkins. Swing and a miss. Down the middle. That one is fouled back into the netting. 2 strikes here.
Kay started off that last huge inning with a double in the center field, which eventually extended the Terps lead to 8-4. She'll look to turn over the lineup again, down 0-2 then.
That pitch is high. First ball of the at bat. Count is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So a strikeout for Hopkins. That one was low and away, and Kai bit on it. She was leaning a bit, and that'll bring up Caitlin Cornwell.
Caitlin Cornwell.
Yeah, great pitch there by Hopkins on the last one. Off speed, placed very well away on the outside corner for the strikeout.
Cornwell looking to bunt, and that one was too high. There'll be a ball.
Cornwell now with their third at bat in the third inning. It's always a good recipe for your offense. Every leadoff hitter up every inning.
Swung on and missed. Cornwell got caught reaching out, swinging at pitches that are low and away. I've seen that on back-to-back at-bats so far. Looking to bunt, and that one's fouled back onto the netting. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the third, the Terps lead 8-4.
Cornwell has struggled so far this season, but in this game, she's 2 for 2. Looking to make it 3 for 3, but now behind in the count.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss into the mitt of the catcher. Back-to-back strikeouts for Alana Hopkins.
Batting next, the shortstop, number 26.
Hopkins came in, she shut down this Terps offense. And she'll look to get the third and final out here to this inning. A good one for the Terps.
Sammy Woods up to bat. Second in the order. 2 outs already in this inning. That pitch is a ball. Woods wearing no gloves. The righty on righty matchup. Swung on and into a tiny gap in the infield, and she misbobbled it. That was Polidoro. Well, could have made the play at first base, but Woods got there safely. I was about to say that Hopkins was looking to go 3 up, 3 down, but not the case here.
Yeah,
So
just one of those difficult plays there.
Now batting
For the
the
Friars
hitter,
defense
number 20.
plays very well.
Anna
Goes off the end of the bat,
Gowan.
and she'll get a base hit out of it nonetheless.
Anna McGowan from Waxhaw, North Carolina, the sophomore, will be up to bat. The righty runner on first base, Sammy Woods. 2 outs in the inning so far on back-to-back strikeouts. First pitch is ruled a strike down the middle.
Yeah, Hopkins, opposite her teammate, is drilling the strike zone, not walking anybody. Ahead in this count again.
Hopkins will deal the 1-2, 0-1 pitch. And somehow, some way, Hopkins is just getting these batters to bite. They weren't doing that against Fry, but looks like Hopkins has got some junk, and the Terps offense don't have an answer right now. Woods looking to steal second base, and she's safe.
Another off-speed pitch there. A good pitch to steal on. And Terps capitalize with a stolen base. Now a runner in scoring position.
So that'll make things interesting here. Umpire holds up play for a second. Now we resume. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hopkins deals. That one's outside. The count moves to 2-2.
McGowan, the 3-hitter, fighting here. Back to even in the count.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up really high into right shallow field, and the play is made by number 44. That's Gabriella Lee to end the inning. So no runs scored. One runner left on base. 2 strikeouts and a flyout will do it for Providence. And much better pitching from Hopkins compared to Fry. The score remains 8-4. And we go to the top of the fourth
after 3 innings of play.
on
The
WMEC
scores for
Sports.
Fry.
Now Gabriella Lee, after making the play to end the inning, will be up first at bat. Pitch is fouled all the way back. Cleveland loads up, deals, and there'll be a ball. A pitch down the middle and out of the glove of the catcher, so it's ruled a ball. Count is 2-1. Righty on lefty matchup with Lee against Wiegand. Wiegand deals, and that one is drilled into the dugout of the Terps. So scary look there. A late swing, barely got a piece of it, and was ruled a foul ball. Umpire holds up play for a second. Making sure the balls are okay.
You can see Benson in there at third base, creeping up, expecting a shallow hit. Despite there being 2 strikes, though, there's not going to be a bunt.
The 2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. Here's the payoff. That one is ruled fair. Down the third base line. Lee will be held up at first base. Good recovery by the Terps, but Lee earns herself a base hit, and that'll bring up number 20, Cameron Dunn.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20.
Lee, a great at bat, a great piece of hitting. Doesn't try to do too much with the pitch. Goes where it was, outside, and hits it over the third base line for a base hit. Now they get their big power hitter up.
First pitch inside for a strike. Wiegand deals, and another strike. Gets ahead of the count early. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit sharply down the right field line, and Murphy makes the play. Barely holds on to the ball, but earns the first out and robs Cameron Dunn, the power hitter, of a base hit, and potentially Lee making her way to third base, but she's held up at first. And that'll bring up number 5, Sophia Pedersen. Just a phenomenal play there by Billy Murphy at right field.
Yeah, great offense, but better defense. Dunn drills one in the right field corner on the 0-2 pitch. Still caught though.
Wiegand's first pitch to Peterson is ruled the ball. Great awareness there to be in position, too.
Yeah, Kay got a great jump on the ball and was able to make the sliding catch to record the first out of the inning.
Looking to steal second base, and she does. That's Lee who slides into second base, but it was an error either way, so she would have been safe. Ball was overthrown. One ball, one strike, one out. Wiegand deals. And called a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Peterson goes down on strikes to earn the second out
The batting
of the inning.
hitter number
That'll bring up number
15,
15, Brianna De La Fuente.
Yeah, Wiegand does not shy back, continues to pound the zone despite the hard hit from Dunn, and gets the strikeout on the next batter.
Runner in scoring position. That one is first pitch swinging, hit into center field. And Lee rounds home. And that's an RBI single for Brianna De La Fuente. With 2 outs, first pitch.
Yeah, Turner, the second baseman
Back to
there,
third
looked like the
baseman, number
sun may have
18,
gotten in her
Haley
eyes. She wouldn't have
France.
made the play, but she could have stopped it and held the runner at third. They don't look like she really saw the ball, though. And so bringing a run for the Friars. See Turner now shielding her eyes at second base. Definitely sun's an issue there.
First pitch ruled a strike by Wiegand. Second pitch down the middle for a strike.
Wiegand now ahead in the count. 0-2. And look to make a good pitch here.
And France was hit by the pitch, so moved to first base. De La Fuente will move to second. And that'll bring up number
Batting
23,
pitcher number
Alana Hopkins.
23, Alana
Yeah, big
Hopkins.
mistake there by Wiegand. Wiegand ahead in the count 0-2 and hits the batter. Now puts one in the scoring position and 2 on base. And all of a sudden, the Friars can tie this game.
That pitch is popped all the way up above the catcher's head. She makes the play to earn the third out of the inning, and we head to the bottom of the fourth. The Terps give up 1 run in the inning. However, they lead 8-5 here on WMUC Sports. Your Terps, your station. We'll be right back for some fourth inning action. Penta drills one to left field, and the play is made by Smith.
Good piece of hitting there, but just unlucky right at the left field.
Batting next, the catcher, number 6, Zeta.
Penta swung at the first pitch she saw. It's a good swing, good hit, but Elisa was just in the right position to make the play. So Zeta Rock will be up to bat. Pitch looked away, but ruled a strike.
Rock already with a 3-run homer in this game and a walk, looking to add to her great game here in her third at bat.
Looked like the same pitch, this time ruled a ball. A kind of outside and low pitch.
A great spot by Hopkins there, but doesn't get the call.
1 out so far in this inning. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the netting. Count moves to 1-2.
Rock bites on the off-speed pitch and very early on it, off the end of the bat, fouls it back. Now behind the count, 1-2.
The Terps lead 8-5 in the bottom of the 4th inning. A pitch high and away ruled a ball. Even this down on strike, Zeta Rock. And Hopkins just stuck it right past her.
The right fielder,
That'll bring up number 3, Bailey Murphy.
Yeah, ever since Hopkins entered the game as a pitcher, she's been shutting down the Terps offense. Held scoreless since she's entered the game. Hopkins spotting her pitches really well, just misses the call on that one, behind 1-0.
Swung on, and that one is ruled fair, but an error by the first baseman, and Bailey Murphy is safe. She hit it right to the first baseman. It hit off her knee.
Batting next, the
Some
second
hesitation
baseman,
there.
number 27.
Didn't know who was going to get it, and Murphy ends up on base. Logan Turner up to bat.
Yeah, Murphy rolled over a little bit, but the ball took a bad hop for the first baseman. She's unable to make the play, and now the Terps have a runner on first, 2 outs.
The righty on righty matchup. Hopkins deals. That one is hit deep to left field, and Eliza makes the play while running into the warning track at the wall to end the inning. That's the second time we've seen Smith end an inning. She ended the first one there, and an impressive running catch there to hold the Terps scoreless. They left one on base. They still lead 8-5, but the momentum is definitely swinging in the way of the Friars ever since Hopkins has entered the game. We'll be right back at the top of the 5th inning to get some more Providence Friars offensive action. Wait, was that a home run?
What?
To be able to announcements that you get. Oh
Well, they'll bring up Cameron Dunn, the power hitter. Providence has climbed their way back into this game, 8-7 after the errors by the Terps.
Yeah, that one will be a doozy to put in your scorebook.
It's not going to be a fun film session for the Terps after that is done. Fouls one off, just fighting away these pitches. Wigan deals swing and a miss by Dunn. And that ends the inning quickly. Shuts the door on Cameron Dunn. So the Terps give up 2 runs after making a couple of good plays and unwarranted errors. And they are still lead 8-7. They'll be up to bat next in the bottom of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on WMEC Sports. Your Terps, your station.
Now up to bat for the Terps in this bottom of the 5th inning is number 22, Matty Benson, the third baseman. Hopkins still in there for the Friars, pitching very well. That pitch outside evens up the count, 1-1. Hopkins has a 14 ERA and almost a 3 whip so far this season, but she has shut down the Terps in her couple of innings of work. And the pitch drilled out to center field, way back, and that'll be gone for the Terps. Home run. Benson with the solo shot over the right center field wall. And she'll give the Terps some insurance, increasing the lead now to 9-7. The Terps' 3rd homer of the game. Just a big offensive battle here.
Batting next, the left fielder, number 21,
Coming up to
Lauren
that,
Kyle.
the left fielder, Lauren Kai, number 21. And I might have cursed Hopkins there, talking about her great pitching, but she gives up the homer. And she delivers her first pitch up and away for ball 1.
The famous announcer's curse. See that very often in basketball with the free throws. And it could translate to softball.
Hopkins looks to her wrist for the sign and delivers. Off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. And we'll have a pitcher's meeting now with the 1-1 count. Hopkins and her coach discussing something. It's back and forth game here now, 9-7 is the score. Big offensive presences and defensive liabilities for each team. The Terps with 11 hits in the game and the Friars with 7, each team with 3 errors. Now Hopkins gets the ball to his former teammates and head back to the mound. Guy steps back into the right-handed batter's box. She'll await the 1-1 pitch. Hopkins steps into it and delivers. Swung on and missed. Ty way late on that pitch, not expecting the fastball. Now behind 1-2. Ty steps back in. And Hopkins looks to her wrist for the sign. The 1-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Ty with a good eye there. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now Kai. Bat rests. The 2-2 pitch. Off the knob of the bat, and play is made for the Friars. That's done out at second base. And the
Batting
first out of
next
the
is
inning.
center fielder number 5, Caitlin Cornwell.
Now back to the top of the order for the Terps. Caitlin Cornwell, the center fielder in the left-handed batter's box. Third baseman expecting a little slap hit or a bunt playing in, and the bunt shows, but Cornwell pulls back. This pitch for a strike. 0-1 count, 1 out, nobody on. Cornwell digs in. And the slap hit there, but miss. Now down in the count. 0-2 for Cornwell. 2 for 3 in this game, 2 runs. Also has a strikeout. France still playing in despite the 2 strike count. And takes ball 1 up.
Thank you, and he's going to get them all.
Cornwell battling. Down 1-2 in the count. Steps back in. Calmly awaits the pitch. And fouls one back. Good approach there on the defensive swing to stay alive here in this at-bat. Cornwell fixes their glove, draws in the dirt, and steps back into the box. Grant's still playing it at third base. And the pitch taken up for ball 2. 2-2 count now. Hopkins and Cornwell battling here in this at-bat. Cornwell steps back in. Hopkins looks to her bench for the pitch. And she steps in and delivers. Fouled away again into the left side bleachers. Still a 2-2 count. Long at bat here between Cornwell and Hopkins. Now getting ready for the 2-2 pitch. Hopkins delivers. Cornwell swings, flies one into shallow center. Play is made by the shortstop, number 13, Gillard. And now 2 outs. Terps nobody on. Already have the run from the homer.
Batting
Now
next is
Sammy Woods will
shortstop
step
number
in
26,
to bat.
Sammy Woods.
She's also 2 for 3 in this game with a run. A righty now, Hopkins has to face. Delivers and lined up the middle for a base hit. Woods will make its first base for the 2-out hit for the Terps.
That was a rocket through the gap. Quick turnaround after the pop out.
Batting next,
Was
the
first pitch swinging.
Number 20, Hannah Cowan.
Now McGowan, number 20, steps in for the Terps. 1 for 3 in the game, but 4 RBIs on her one swing grand slam. Hopkins delivers the 0-0. And it's hit softly over the third base. Play is made by France for the 3rd out of the inning, and we'll head to the top of the 6th here on WMUC Radio.
Now batting for the Friars, the first baseman, number 5, Sophia Peterson. Scoring has slowed down here late in the game on both ends, as the pitching has gotten better with Hopkins and Wiegand for Providence and Maryland, respectively, as that pitch is chopped in for a strike to Peterson. Pitch is low and in for ball 1.
Peterson has had a great season so far. This one hasn't done much. Just a hit by pitch and scored a run.
The 1-2 pitch by Wiegand. She loads up, deals, and into the dirt. 2-2 count as Brianna De La Fuente warms up on deck. The righty on righty matchup with Peterson against Wiegand. The 2-2 swung on through the gap into center field, and that'll be a base hit for Sophia Peterson. Caroline Fox, who subbed in at second base, couldn't make the diving play. And it was through the holes of this defense for a base hit.
Peterson, a good piece of hitting there, going with the pitch, driving into the opposite field, and she gets a single out of it.
De La Fuente is at the plate. First pitch in for a strike down the middle. Peterson takes a second, steps out of the box, sets her feet, goes back in. Wiegand checks her wrist, gets the call for the pitch, loads up, releases. That one's in for another strike. A little lower this time, but same call. De La Fuente looks a little frustrated at the call. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wiegand goes down on strikes. LaFont goes down on strikes at the cost of Wiegand.
Haley France.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, and the first out of the inning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring up Haley Fronts.
Wiegand doesn't let that hit affect her as she strikes out De La Fuente easily on 3 pitches.
Fronts drilled to left field, and Kai just fell to the ground. It's sitting at the warning track. So round third comes home and is now caught up in a pickle is France, and she's safe at second base. Peterson is safe at home, however, she's grabbing at her ankle.
Yeah. Another play where there's just a lot going on in this game. A great hit. Not a hit, really. An error in the left field. The left fielder fell a little bit high, slipped up, dropped the ball, and then runners race all the way around the bases. Now the Friars all of a sudden are down a run with a player in scoring position at second base with only 1 out.
Peterson is okay. She's helped up to her feet, walks to the dugout on her own, and Kai has just had a plethora of costly errors in this game as she runs to the dugout to speak with her coach.
Wiegand has been costed a few runs from her defense. It's not helped her out too much. And the Terps, as well as the Friars, look to be making substitutions. It'll be Kira Boucher coming in to pitch for the Terps, who has a 1.48 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. 4-1 on the season. A great start to her season so far. And she'll look to continue that in this one with her team only up with 1 run.
Yeah, Boucher is a senior pitcher with experience and consistency on the mound. She's been a reliable arm and holds a very solid winning percentage. And she's been a steadying presence early with a great ERA, as you just mentioned, Drew. And hopefully she'll be able to, just completely put this one out of arm's reach, literally, for Providence.
Yeah, and I think Wiegand, going back to her, she pitched well.
Now pitching for the Maryland Terrapins, wearing jersey number 4,
to pound the zone,
Kira
didn't give up away
Butler.
passes, and gave the Terps a few innings of work. Alyssa
Now
Twomey
batting
coming
number
in to hit
22,
instead of
Alyssa
Hopkins as a pinch
Twomey.
hitter.
Satwome against Kira Butcher, some pinch hitter, reliever pitcher. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th.
So coming in, but not throwing strikes. Tough thing to do coming out of the bullpen behind in this count 2-0.
Butcher works a 3-0 count against Twomey.
Trying to get the off-speed pitch over there, but just a little short, and Twomey doesn't bite. Definitely look to take here on a new pitcher 3-0.
And that one's ruled a strike. It looked high. Maybe she was bailed out by the umpire, but there's a 3-1 count now. Butcher looking to force a full count. The 3-1 pitch. The righty-on-righty matchup. Swung on, popped up to the infield, and they collided and dropped the ball. Some miscommunication by the defense between Sammy Woods and Caroline Fox, and it ends up in a base hit for Alyssa Twomey. Swung at a 3-1 pitch and ends up in 2 runners in scoring position.
Not a great swing on a 3-1 pitch, but gets on base. Definitely looked to be Fox's ball there. It was to the right of the second base bag, but it just comes down to communication there. Whoever called it goes for it, and a very costly mistake for the Terps.
Now, Dominique Gallardo is up to bat. Butcher drops in a strike. Back-to-back strikes for Butcher. 3 straight strikes for Butcher. After going down 3-0 in the count, works back to 3-1, gives up a base hit, and now throws 2 consecutive strikes. Now she's ahead of the count early. Terps lead 9-8. The 0-2 pitch. And in for a ball.
Great spot there by Booster on the 0-2. Can't ask for a much better pitch than that. And now still ahead in the count, 1-2. I would throw the exact same thing. See if you can get the call or a swing and a miss.
Runners on first and second. That is tipped back into the netting as Gallardo fights another one off.
You could see Boucher chuckling a little bit after that pitch. Just barely got a piece of it. Still ahead at 1-2. Looks like she has an idea of what she wants to throw here.
Butcher will deal. Swing and a miss. Got her on the inside. Pitch.
He speeds up the batter there after a few off-speed pitches in a row. Goes with the fastball inside. And Gallardo cannot catch up as she swings and misses late and striking out.
I'm going to bring up Emily Jonte. Runners on first and second. Terps up 9-8. Butcher will deal the righty on righty matchup. First pitch outside for a ball. That one into the dirt onto the plate of two-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch, and she drops it in down the middle first. A strike. Avoided going down 3-0 in the count. Runners on first and second. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Boozer deals. That one into the dirt. Runners looking to steal. Boozer holds up though. Takes a second, pats the dirt. Takes a breather.
Good block in the dirt there by the catcher Rock to not let the runners advance.
The 3-1 pitch. Boozer. Check swing and she went. Boozer
Interesting, the third base umpire
got
making that call.
Boozer got the strike. And now Jonte will speak with her coach. The count is 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Terps lead 9-8.
3-2, number 32 is up in a big spot, down a run, runner in scoring position. Terps star pitcher Boucher on the mound. Can't ask for much better than this.
The payoff. Swing and foul ball. Just fighting off another pitch. Jonte waiting for her pitch. A big spot here with Providence's dugout heckling at Boucher. Boucher deals the 3-2 pitch. Swing, hit right at Boucher. Boucher makes the play to first base. Penta steps on the bag, catches the ball, and ends the inning. The Terps hold on to their 9-8 lead as we go to the top of the 7th inning. On WMUC Sports, your Terps, your station.
Terrapins, the first baseman, number 8, Mariah Penza.
Alana Hopkins' day is done. She gives up 3 hits, 1 run, in 3 innings. And Alyssa Twomey will come in to pitch. She'll face Mariah Penta, the righty and righty matchup. The pitch swung on and chopped softly to center field, right in front of the center fielder, and Mariah Penta earns herself a base hit. First pitch swinging, we've seen that a couple times today already, Drew.
Yep, that's a good piece of hitting there. Didn't get great contact on it, but shortened up with her hands, drives one out to center field, and she'll get a pinch runner as well, as the Terrapins look to add to their lead. It's Gracie Wilson coming in to run.
It's running for Maryland, wearing jersey number 13, Graceland Solar.
Excuse me, Graceland.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Zeta.
Rock drills one down the third base line, but it's ruled a foul ball. Who deals? Swing and a miss by Rock. She goes down. Oh no, it's the second strike after the first foul ball.
Rock, a great hitter here. She's going to battle down 2 strikes, shorten up, drive one to the opposite field.
Rock just waiting for her pitch. That one was low and ruled a ball. Graceland Solars is pinch running for Penta. The pitch swung on and the line drive down the third base line, a foul ball. Solars is the senior Maryland native wearing number 13. Swung on and popped up down the third base line. Smith can't make the play. It hit the ground first. Almost caught it, but Rock's at bat continues.
Smith got a great jump on that ball, but it's just out of her reach in foul territory, and Rock gets another chance.
That one is hit sharply at Toomey. She's out at second base. Solar is the pinch runner. Can't come through. And Rock is safe on first base. That was scary for Toomey. It was hit directly at her shin, but she moved out of the way in time and got out at second base.
Yeah, deflecting off of her definitely helped, because I don't think if it didn't deflect, it would have went through for a base hit. It was very hard hit by Rock, but it would have made the play and get the lead runner out at second. And now another pinch runner. Jaylee Williams comes in to replace Rock at first base with an out.
Thank you.
Bailey Murphy. The 1-1 pitch. Takes strike 2.
Good off-speed pitch finds the corner of the plate for a strike. Now ahead in the count 1-2.
Swung on and popped into the gap in left field. Smith handles the ball, throws it to third base, holds up Bailey Ullman at second and Bailey Murphy at first. Ullman is
Now batting.
pinch
Number
running.
2, Caroline Phillips.
Yeah, Eliza Smith there was playing a little bit over to the right, despite it. Excuse me, over to the right with the lefty hitter up. And for that reason, finds the gap in left field as she was late on the swing.
Excuse me, that's Jaylee Williams, not Bailey Ullman at second base. That's pinch running for Haley France. Runners on first and second. The Terps lead 9-8. Bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out, 1 strike, no balls. The pitch swung on and hit opposite field. Eliza Smith makes the play and holds up Williams and Murphy at second and first.
Yeah, Fox in her first at bat of the game after subbing in at second base. Puts a good piece on the ball out to left field, but
Now
right at
batting the
Smith
third baseman, number
catch
22,
for the second out.
Manny Benson. Where's it getting Steve? Just come out and there, just a rock and roll piece. Hearing the words with the talking
And a mound meeting still with 2 outs here. Providence not risking anything. Have to get this last out and head into the last inning only down a run. It'll be Benson who, in her last at bat, hit a homer over the center field wall. We'll look to do the same here with runners on first and second. But a base hit could score a run as well and add some insurance for the Terrapins.
Now Matty Benson up at the plate. Swung on the first pitch and fouled all the way back out of the stadium for the first strike. Two outs, runners on first and second. No balls, a strike. Toomey deals an outside pitch for ball 1.
Benson looks very comfortable in the box. Who wouldn't be after hitting a home run?
Benson swung on and popped up all the way to center field to try to make the play, and it's dropped into the gap in between left and center field, and that's a double for Matty Benson after hitting a home run in her previous at-bat. A big swing by Benson, and it brings home 2 runners, an RBI double for her, and the Terps
Now batting number
climb
10,
to an 11-8 lead.
Wilson.
Benson gives the Terps 3 runs of insurance on 2 different swings, a double and a homer. Just huge now, increase the lead to 3.
Gracie Wilson is in to pinch hit. Her first at bat. Wilson The sophomore from Frederick, Maryland, wearing number 10. The righty on righty matchup. Toomey and Wilson. Toomey deals. Wilson checks the swing and inside, but umpire called it a strike. That pitch is in the dirt. Benson's held up at second base.
Good block, squaring up by the catcher by Lula. Holds the runner at second.
2 balls, a strike, 2 outs. Wilson at the plate. Toomey at the mound. Toomey deals. Wilson swings. Hit hard into the gap near third base, and Benson will round home. That's 4 insurance runs for her. And Wilson, in her first at bat, earns an RBI single.
To the plate, the center fielder, number 5,
Escape a little win here, but now
Cardwell.
hitting up another run, now up 4. Still 2 outs and a runner on first.
The lead is 12-8. Caitlin Cornwell is up at the plate. A righty on lefty matchup. Wilson on first. Toomey deals. Cornwell looks to bunt, and that one is ruled foul ball outside the first base line. That pitch is outside for ball 1.
Cornwell in her 5th at bat of the game, 2 for 4, 2 runs, and a strikeout.
Toomey deals. Cornwell look to bunt. Was ruled a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Cornwell chops softly to the pitcher. Underhand scoops it and couldn't make the play at first base. Such a simple task and couldn't be done as Caitlin Cornwell is safe at first base. Should have been out, but Peterson just couldn't stretch her legs out far enough. So I'll bring up Sammy Woods.
And the Friars look to be challenging the play at first, but from here, you could tell pretty easily she was off the bag at first. Still had the challenge remaining, might as well use it. But a tough play for Tommy there, just rushed the flip a little bit. And
Providence like challenge the ruling on
takes the first baseman,
but then
Peterson off the bag.
We'll be right back on WMEC Sports with the call. After further review, the runner is safe at first base. Sammy Woods is up to bat. 2 outs. Woods, first pitch is high. So runners on first and second. Second pitch is low for a ball.
That pitch seemed very close, but apparently just outside. Umpire calls it. And Woods will get another chance to enter the count.
The 2-2 pitch. Woods swung on and hit to left field. A line drive. Smith trying to tag up at home, and she can't. Gracie Wilson rounds home and extends the lead 13-8.
Great base running by both
Up next,
Wilson
the designated hitter,
Cornwell sees
20,
nobody's covering
Anna
it. Takes it,
McGowan.
goes to third, and now she's at third. Second and third, 2 outs for the Terps. Now up is McGowan for the Terps. Great hitter for them all season. Who's 1 for 4 in this game, but does have a grand slam. Gowan now down in the count, 1-2. Still second and third, 2 outs. McGowan will look to convert and add even more insurance for the Terps, who've had 4 runs in this bottom of the 6th inning. McGowan takes outside for ball 2. Foamy trying to get this third and final out and get her last ups for her team down only 5 runs rather than more with 2 in scoring position. She looks to her wrist for the sign, digs in, and delivers. McGowan fouls it back over our heads. Still fighting, 2-2 count. McGowan digs back in, bat rests on her shoulders. Raises it up, gets ready for the pitch. And Tommy delivers. Taken high and away. Full count now, 3-2, 2 outs. McGowan worked her way back to this count. Now we'll await the 3-2. Tommy with the payoff. Line in the left center, nobody's there. Into the gap, off of the wall. 2 more runs will come home. McGowan slides in the second with a 2 RBI double. 6 RBIs on the day for her. Increases the lead now, 15-8 for the Terps. Blowing this game open in the bottom of the 6th.
Toomey's really blowing up here. Hopkins was playing very well and keeping Providence in it. However, this one's getting out of arm's reach. So substitutions by the Terps, and it's time to
Running for Maryland, number 53,
7-run lead.
Rodmeyer. Get flying, get swooping. No longer a lot of people who work to do is like they need to new kid.
Now another pitch runner.
With no delusion.
Sadie Rodmeyer, number 15, freshman out of Florida.
Getting to it.
Down to head to the bench. Totaling 6 RBIs on the day. Sebastian Provaya, also a new pitcher coming into the Providence Friars.
Now,
Brooks comes in to pitch for the Friars, trying to get this final out of the inning, second and third for the Terps. Mariah Penta up to bat, swings and misses at the first pitch, off speed, low and away. Bites on that great pitch from Brooks. Up in the count, 0-1, Brooks delivers. Shot softly in front of the plate, and first baseman makes the grab and stays on the bag for the third and final out. Great play all around. And the Terps will be reviewing the play. From here, it looked like she was off the bag when she caught it. The umpire called her out. Petra will head to first base, thinking she will be safe. In the appeal,
Maryland would like to challenge on field out at first base. Plays under further review.
will be reviewed. She will go into the break and come back after the review. After review, play was confirmed, and the runner
Now
was
batting
out
for
at
the Friars,
first.
left fielder number
In this
one,
final
Alicia
7
Smith.
innings, the Friars will have been 1, 2, 3, and they're order up. Smith starting out. Booster will look to hold off the improbable comeback from the Friars. Smith up first, and the pitch called strike one.
Good start to the inning so far for the Terps, trying to get ahead early and knock off Smith, who's a power hitter. Great on both sides of the ball, and Boucher is doing well so far.
Yeah, Smith has played great defense today. 0 for 3 at the plate, though, and now down 0 and 2 in this count. And a defensive switch for the Terps. Gracie Wilson is out playing left field. Grounded up the middle for her first hit of the game. Smith was bound to happen. He was held off for too long in this game. And now number 44, Lee, will step up.
Batting next is center fielder number 44, Gabriella Lee.
We will look to continue what Smith did in her at bat. He steps in for the first pitch from Boucher. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the pitch for a ball. Friars bench not letting up, still cheering on their teammates. And the 1-0 from Boucher. Taken for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 now the count. Boucher lines up and delivers. Running away for ball 2. Lee steps back in. And Boucher delivers. Bunted, fouled back into the catcher. Now 2-2 is the count. Boucher looking for her first out of the inning with Smith on first base. And the 2-2 from Boucher. Off-speed pitch just high, though. Lee takes it. Now forces the count to full. 3-2. Boucher gets the sign. Loads up and delivers the 3-2. Chop back to her. Goes to first base for the easy out. First out of the inning. 2 more. And this game will be wrapped up.
Batting next is second baseman number 20, Cameron Dunn.
Now number 20, Cameron Dunn, steps up the plate. The Providence Friars' best hitter. 0 for 3 in this game, though, with a walk and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch down the middle for a strike. Boucher continues to pound his own here. No reason not to. Up 7 runs. And the 0-1. Taken low in. Evens up the count at 1-1. Dunn steps back in, and Boucher delivers. Swung on and missed for the second strike. 1-2 now the count. Dunn practices swing outside the box, steps back in, looking to protect the plate. And Boucher delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 in the dirt. Gets the forward stay for the second out of the inning.
Big strikeout for Boucher. The
Batting next, the first baseman
biggest
number
hitter
5,
for
Sophie
Providence goes down
Peterson.
on strikes. And just one more out to seal the deal.
Now Peterson steps up. 1 hit on the day and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 now. runner Smith on second base. And swung on miss for strike two. Easter continues to pound the zone. One more strike for the final out. Easter steps on the rubber, gets the sign, and delivers the 0-2. Fouled off to the left side. Peterson keeps this game alive. Now Peterson digs in. The 0-2 from Boucher. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Terps. 15-8 is your final score here in College Park at the softball stadium. A great game all around for the Terps. Looks to cut down the errors in the future, but the offense was awesome today. With runners in scoring position, the team went 9 for 16. When you do that, you're usually going to win. Also, with 2 outs, it went 6 for 14. Anything else to add, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, just insane that we got to see a great, first of all, great high-scoring game, and also 2 grand slams. And I got to tip my cap off to Lisa Smith defensively, and of course for the Terps, Matty Benson, the double, the home run to really give that Terps the 3 insurance runs, and then it eventually grew to 15-8. And they're kind of just, ever since Boucher came in and Hopkins came out, Terps kind of put their foot on the gas, and it seems like Providence just let up a little bit. Great win for the Terps, 15-8, and thank you for joining us on this Saturday afternoon on WMUC Sports, your Terps, your station. Once again, I'm Justin.